Hello, I'm going to react to the new kits that dropped for for Meursault and the Rodya. It already looks like they're both two-pagers, so guess we'll see on that one, right? Guess I'll start with Meursault first, because he is the student, i.e. weaker. So let's start with you. I'm gonna start with the passives first to just get a general idea. Uh Oh, okay, that was the wrong direction. It looks like. Here we go. So, mauled color? He's a color fixer, wait. Le Fazeme. Yeah, he's French. Imperfections addressed. Okay. So, when hit, gain bleed potency. Are they are they just blood fiends? Oh no, that's an enemy aspect. You okay. When hit, gain bleed potency for every Y stack. Turn in, gain defense double down for every Y stack. And lose X stack. Okay. So just more bleed potency. Bleed potency monsters is what it seems like. Yeah, when hit, gain bleed potency for every Y stack. So bleed potency monster. Deal more damage for every X mold color. Inflict more bleed and sinking. We're hitting it with a base skill score. Have bleed, inflict bleed count. Okay. That's decent. I mean, oh wait. Before hitting with a base skill, if target does not have bleed, inflict bleed count. Okay, so this just guarantees they will always have a bleed count on them, which is interesting. How much bleed count? I guess is the question, right? That's the question. If it's just one, that doesn't really do anything. If it's more than one, then that's nice. Um, and that also means it gives them the ability to actually sustain their. If it's just like two, then it gives them the ability to sustain their potency. Imperfections addressed. Deal more damage. On reuse. Oh, okay, reuse. On reuse of a coin in the ring. Roach's critique skill. Heal SP. Turn start the ring. There's some traits in that. Have. Reflection expires. Guessing this is a status effect. This is obviously a skill. So. This will be. I had to look back. I had to look at her thing. So. I'm actually gonna do that real quick. So. This. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard to look at. Here we go. So at least look at this skill. This thing, reflection. Cannot use critique during this turn if this unit has its effect. Heal SP, lose X stack. It's very simple. When this effect expires, gain le homage next turn equal to the number of the ring student. Okay, so this is just like basically Honglu Nurse Father. Except, this, right? Randomly gain offense or defense level for every set. Very simple. And doesn't do much. Okay. Okay. It's just a little bonus. And let me look at critique real quick. Oh wait. Jesus Christ. Okay, critique. Clashable counter. Oh, can I not zoom in? Oh, I swear I could zoom in before. Okay, I can still read it. Deal more damage, blah, blah, blah. Gain reflection. Reuse this coin for every negative effect. Inflict bleed, sinking, random inflict. These statuses inflict. Jesus Christ. Wait. Okay, let me look at the original. Gosh, what kind of deal more damage? Does not have reflection. Activate as critique. Okay. So does not have reflection and target has that amount of status effects. So basically, you can trigger this whenever you want, as long as you meet this meet this requirement. So you could probably pop this like you can pop this pretty frequently if you get the uh this down here, loose stack. When this effect expires, number of yeah. So basically, you probably can't. You can use it like every 2 to 3 turns or something. If I was to guess, if it's every turn, then that would be kind of crazy. I mean, it's probably not that good, but it does look really decent. Though. So, okay, now that I've read that, so go here on reuse of a coin, and that's still. Then you heal SP, and turn starts to ring. So basically, you just keep this until that expires. So you have this for 2 to 3 turns where you deal more damage. And then, you get this little buff on that. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Let's actually look at the actual kit here from Meursault. Meursault. Clashable count. I'll start with the passives here. On hit with a base skill, inflict mold color, potency monster. Let me look at this again because I need to make sure I'm getting this right. That's a turn in. Yeah, so like it doesn't even happen when you get hit, it just stays there. Ooh, that is rough. Okay. I mean, rough for the enemy. Like they're just gonna get so much potency. So, mold color. Ooh, that's nice. That is really nice right there. So you can has mold color growth turns counter gain. This is just naturally happening. Coin star ring also with dosing queso. Gains imperfections addressed. Yeah, that was assumed. And then this literally this will basically be every turn. I think. Right, yeah. Base skill, inflict, and if it has it. So if you just get a hit every turn, you'll get Lefafism. And Lefafism gets more damage for that status effect. Inflict more potency. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you just get like after the first turn, you just start inflicting so much bleed, okay? Because, yeah, this is the regular passive. This isn't even the res/own passive. And then if you do have the passive, if the unit has the status effect, which it will, inflict more, so it just scales even better. Every time this unit inflicts X mold color, heal SP, free SP heal, like, like our other ring goats. This unit's SP is at max, gain blunt damage up next turn when this unit heals SP with this effect. It's basically the same thing as before, except it's not offense level, which is a shame, but, because Ring Ring Yusang had the offense level, so he just got free offense level, which meant more damage and better clashing for free. So this still works because all of it, yeah. It's just more damage instead. Support when allies fastest bleed. Fastest speed. Inflict every. This probably has a limit of like 3 or something. Or if it's like 3 offense level down, only activates once. We'll have to see how it looks when it's actually in game. Now for the actual skills. This is very standard stuff. Coin power, coin power, coin power. Inflict bleed, bleed sinking. Oh, okay, wait. Bleed count on skill 1, noticing. And then, also the... Wait. With the thing, so... This actually solved a massive problem with, like, bleed count, right? Is if your enemy runs out of bleed, right? 0 bleed. And then you do a bleed count on this, right? So this is actually amazing, because look at this. So first skill, inflict bleed. Okay, actually, I think the skill already solves it. So even if they didn't have the auto bleed, but like what would happen is a lot of the time something would inflict count, and the count would not matter as much because like um if you inflict one count when the enemy has zero bleed, then it's just going to be one count. However, you just inflicted one bleed potency instead, it comes automatically with one count. So that like kind of passive that he has will fix that problem from ever happening. And this also is just, potency, extra count. This isn't going to be a lot probably, but if this is two, let's be so real, since you're running this on a ring team, they're not going to have issues with count due to ring Otis and ring Zhang. If they make this any higher than one, I would be shocked. This is already okay. So, and also we have sinking count, which I'll be surprised if this team could actually sustain sinking. But you know, we'll see what happens when the ring IDs come out. Um, blah blah blah. More damage, standard. Clash power, standard. Coin power, standard. Bleed sinking, bleed count sinking. Still with the bleed count, that's crazy. I mean, I guess they. Okay, I'm still thinking about the sinking in this kit. I feel like this is just going to be not enough for. I think that you just wouldn't run these IDs in sync. Like, maybe. Oh, let me not talk too much. Let me just read. Do more damage. Final power. I like how they've been doing final power instead of coin power. I just think it's a neat thing. So your attacks still feel really good even if you roll like tails. At less than X HP, if the target has mold color or Y plus mold color, use coin 3 in additional time. You got a reuse. Cool. For this, 3 additional time for this skill, and convert all coins on the skill to unbreakable coins. On hit with the gains coin, randomly inflict mold color on target. Divided by Z, bleed or sinking potency. Bleed sinking, bleed count, sinking count, mold color. Okay. If this unit has the stats it always has, gain coin power. Target has X plus bleed plus sinking, gain coin power, bleed sinking. Yeah, okay. Honestly, this looks really good. I mean, besides from just being a ring item, really good. Also, the reuse is on the skill 3. It's only one. It's only one additional time, right? But still, a 2-3-3 coin spread with a 2 clashable counter that gains base power always. Like this just looks like a really good. I mean, this just looks really good all around. I think the only way they could mess this up is like, there's no way. This looks really good, especially on a standard ring team. This is just gonna go crazy. I think, especially with the passives and everything else and the reuse. The reuse also, by the way, the reuse will do bleed count, sinking count, more rogue. So, and then also, yeah, more multicolor from this. So, it's just, man, just wow. Okay. Okay. We've already gone over these two. Uh, so just free offense slash defense level up and free SP heal. And this is basically a timer, like, Ring Nurse Fathers. So, Rogue, we've been over that one. Bleh. Oh, it's French. It's French. Oh, it's bleu. Sacre bleu. When hit, gain sinking potency for every X stack. Lose X XP next turn for every Y stack. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about. I shouldn't have been talking. This might be This might be good. This might be good for sinking teams. Hold on. So this, yeah, I was gonna say this is probably the like the charge, quote unquote, right? They put on their mask. It's not actually charge, but it's just they get their thing set up where they get this, and then this. Wait, I'm sorry. Doesn't Meursault just? Let me read this again real quick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is like, yeah, okay, right. That's the mask he puts on, and he puts it on when he uh inflicted. Oh, X mold. Okay, that's what I missed. So he has to inflict a certain amount, and then that activates. Okay, that's what I missed. I was wondering what I missed there. I was like, so he won't always have that. He just inflicts a lot of mold color. Oh, he actually doesn't. Wait. Okay, he only inflicts a lot of mold color if. Oh, wow. Where is. So yeah, inflicts it on skill 3. This is better when it doesn't. Okay, I see. I missed so much stuff. Yeah, so you inflict it with the passive. Inflict it with passive. This rarely happens. Well, actually, this does happen a lot because this expires at turn end, so. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to log in. Okay, I see it now. So you'll probably get this pretty fast, honestly. If I was to assume. You'll get it fast because it's every coin hit, and then, the other stuff. Okay. Okay, understood. So this is gonna activate probably with the same conditional, but probably bleh, and then maybe Rogue as well. Inflicts more bleed and seeking potency monster again. Blow inflicts sinking count. It has that bleed count. So she is a monster. This is what I've learned. Take more HP and SP damage from bleed and seeking effects for every X step. So you inflict this on the enemy, and that's just really good. Also, yet the bleed one's crazy. I mean, the sinking ones, those are both crazy. Wait, she's wait, this is really wait, okay. Pellet Vibrant. That's I don't know how to speak French. More damage from the ring faction identities. Oh my god, the ring is gonna be the strongest team in the game. Siege Hacker is I say this with the high shoe. If the attacker is both the ring faction and School of Fauvism faction, take even more damage instead. That's to be expected. I randomly gain bleed, sinking. Okay, bleed, sinking, bleed count, or sinking count for every stack. So this is a 50-50, like, you basically get a 50-50 on sinking teams, and you only get a 25% chance of getting the thing you actually want, sinking count. I mean, sinking would be nice, but like, yeah, this you on the regular ring team, this would be fine. On a sinking team, the uh, 3 of these aren't gonna matter as much. Besides the sinking, sinking count's obviously the best. Sinking potency is nice, but usually you just want to sustain unless you're like a butterfly team or something. Um, Inspect expires. Have okay, okay. I got it. All the information went to my brain. I get it. Now I have to look at her Limbillion skills. Oh my god. Okay, actually, let me do this. Yeah, here we go. This is what I wanted to do. Okay, let's start with the passive. Gain that status effect equal to the number of ring spins. So that auto activates. Randomly apply offensive or defensive. Okay. Turn start every turn. All ring students, all of the ring students, every turn. This automatically happens. This isn't like a, oh my god. Okay, and she gains that. Yeah, I'm double checking. So turn and this effect expires. Okay. Jesus. Okay. We got this one. Inflict. I I'm sorry. The and you just get this. Oh my god. Simultaneously. Okay. So they need touche hade, which that's probably from like skill 3 or something. And then they get that. So that's two simultaneous like rough effects on them. Jesus. Mild color rogue and kind of blue. Inflict Y instead. So if they have more, you inflict more of that. Turn and gain Lefavism, Mesca de Loop, if any of the X following conditions are inflicted. The bigger, better version of that X times. Use critique X times. This one. Use burst forth from the pulsing crimson under your skin. Oh, that's a fun name. You can. Yeah, you could probably use that a good amount of times. You could either use that or get to this. Or inflict that, but like, oh my god, this is a lot. Okay. More mold color. This is just so this is probably just a regular passive. You get all this for free. Apply the following next thing. Inflict more bleed. Even number, inflict more sinking. Ring faction. Wow, okay. This is all just really, really good. Um, so okay. You considering this, you probably want to go from. Oh no, everything has that. Okay. Wow. I'm truly in awe here. So more damage conditionals, clash power and final power, bleed blessing. That's standard. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I just realized that's a single coin with a reuse. Oh, so this makes it harder for her to like scale right off the bat. But she's probably gonna get X. The enemy's gonna get X plus type of effects really fast. So you're gonna get that reuse pretty fast. And then more damage. X type. Jesus. Final power, coin power, bleed, sinking count. Oh yeah. So uh bleh is on skill 2 on clashable counter on. Okay, so I made it one at a time. On this skill 3, and probably on the skill 3 too. Um, deal more damage. As X types activate. Oh my god, that's just if they have enough negative effects. Ooh. Oh my god. Ring upscale. You can get this so fast. What? If you just use Ring Sang and Ring Otis and Ring, like, you just use all the ring identities, you get this filled out super, super fast. And then you use skill 3, which instead goes, oh, uh, I use this instead. Boom. Okay, it's an unfocused volley. That's but I mean I guess okay. That's just okay. Coin power, bleed mold color, bleed mold color. Bleed count mold color, sinking mold color, bleh. Inflict bleed count, inflict touche horde, and next turn if target has exploit. They probably will. Inflict touche hard. So they get two if condition is filled out. So if you just, play the ring without doing anything, you get this instead, which is same thing except unfocused volley, pretty much. Bleed, rouge, bleed count, rouge, sinking, bleh. This coin hits all targets. Bleed count, touche hard. So this one, Jesus, okay. So, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Deal more damage. That, it does not have reflection. Activate as critique. So, you would, if you only have skill ones, probably want to use this first. Just because it's a two-coiner and also inflicts, the bleh, right? It's a, yeah, and it inflicts even more if it does not have it. So, if she goes first in the turn and it's like first, like beginning of the counter, you use the Clash of Counter instead, right? Um, now considering she won't start with Reflection, if I'm right, um, cannot use Critique. So I believe you gain it. Yeah, you only gain it after this. So you could just start it by doing this, and then oh, okay. So it's also X plus types and negative effects. So that's also good. So you start it with this just because it's two coins, inflicts bleh, and get that starts the chain of plus negative effects, right? And bleed sinking, whatever. Um, skill 2 and skill 3 obviously are good. Skill 1 you can use if X plus types and negative effects, but you probably want to, if you can, use critique as often as possible due to uh the reuse, right? So considering it looks like it's going to be reused a couple times, uh, Clash Power, Final Power, Clash Power, Reflection reuse this kind for X types of negative effects on target. So this is just a really good skill, probably going to be better than this one. Use this as often as possible. Just build. The game plan here looks really simple, and it's just you build up negative effects, which, surprise, surprise, the ring does pretty well. The and then that's not including like support passives where you know you might have one that's it's like, oh, this one inflicts two defense level down. It's like, oh, well, that's not that useful, and then you have it on the ring, and that's just an extra additional negative effect, and then like, yeah, this is this is crazy. They just this is what the ring would have looked like if they came out in the modern time. Ring Sing and Ring Otis. Ring Otis, I'm so sorry that you're a 2-star. You could have had this. No, you could have Ring Otis, you could have been him. Ring Otis is still strong as hell for her skill too, though. Like, oh my god. It's clear that they underestimated the reuses back in the day. Like, obviously those units were really, really strong during their time. And Ring Yuseng is still a monster, but it's clear that they focus less on the reuses here. Like one extra coin reuse here. It no other reuses in the kit. Just they still have a lot of the same aspects as the old ones. So like increased offense level, increased defense level, you know, random. No, well, the funny thing is there's no random effects on these guys. It's just bleed and sinking. But obviously bleed is the main thing you care about. And then sinking can work with the other ring IDs because they just go, oh well, we do whatever you want. And then obviously, yeah, they get their like charge thing. This changed to blunt damage up because he's weak. Uh, she gets, she gets to do whatever she wants because she gets free SP heal, min and max speed, more bleed, more count, all that. Look at her passive, and yeah. See, the thing is, she retires that like plus offensive level, plus defense level passive to because of this one, which is just standard. She doesn't get it from SP heal. She just gets it from um yeah. It's just like it's crazy. She's the mentor, right? So she's a docent, so she just gets that. And like, man, I don't think that there needs to be a lot said about how this is just going to be really, really strong. Most of their conditionals are damage up, right? The offense level that the thing is the offense level is they don't really gain much offense level from things. However, she, you know, offense level, defense level up, and then Meursault mostly is gonna get his from obviously that status effect. And, you know, yeah, it's because he doesn't really get it base kit, which is weird for a ring ID. But they replaced his with blunt damage up instead because I don't know. I guess they were like, well, we can't have too much offense level up. But yeah, she gets offense level up. She's gonna give offense level up to her team. She is she is Blade lineage Meursault. He's just really nice, honestly. He's just a good support. So this is I mean, wow. I just like this is a really these two are gonna be really good ideas. And it actually makes me want to use Ring Otis again. I just the thing is here is you're gonna want a clashable counter as much as possible when it's not skill 2 or skill 3, is what I will imagine, right? Counter when it's the when critique can activate. Which is I think that's interesting. If it like had a more harder to activate uh harder to activate conditions, right? But hmm, these guys look pretty good. I'm really interested. So she's probably going to be good in a sinking team, unironically. In certain sinking teams, because oh, she'll only be she'll probably only be good for certain sinking teams. The considering the fact that we have Koja, right? But she does I think uniquely with her passive here. What is it? Uh take more SP damage. Uh, if that increases just SP damage regularly, then this could be good on a butterfly team. Potentially. And then, obviously this would hit game sinking potency for every step, right? I think this could be really good on butterfly. Like low key, she might be able to be put on a butterfly team, and then the butterfly team, who is already strong, is going to be even stronger. Which I think this is really, that would be really interesting though, because like obviously we have the three sinking Yisangs that you base your team off of, right? Spice Bush, nobody really uses that anymore. Butterfly, which butterflies is pretty good, pretty good. And then obviously Green Sing, which I mean, he's not really a sinking ID, but But all right, these IDs look good. That's it. I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to be playing the event on Wednesday. I might be a little late, but hopefully not. I should be streaming it if all goes well. Thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you all next time. Bye bye.